Yo, forget the plasma deck, man. I'm not running the plasma deck anymore. Except for the fact that we have to do it in order to, like, complete the game. We're not running the plasma deck anymore. I'm not about that lifestyle. Will I run the erratic deck? I'll give it a chance. I'll give it a try. 18 spades? Holy cow. I mean, we're kinged up to the gills. We got lots of... I mean, all we need is a legendary joker that gives you ×2 mult for every king and queen scored. And look at this. That's 14 out of 52 cards. That's a quarter of the deck. Quick math. Lots of spades, too. Lots of spades. Okay, nice things to focus on. Good to know where we stand. Now, the other thing that I'll just level with you. The reason that sometimes I find the erratic deck annoying to play with is because in other decks, it's very easy to look at your hand and be like, here's what I should be discarding. But in the erratic deck, sometimes you're like, all I need is 1/7 in 10 cards, and then you look at your deck and you realize, oh, we only had 1/7 in the entire thing. So you got to be a little careful about it. Odd Todd, I mean, it's not bad, early especially, but I think it would be better off grabbing some mults. I apologize for the vacuum, by the way. It's just, it's got to be done. It's got to be done, and if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. So we should be realistically fairly able to get... Sorry, buddy. We should realistically be pretty able to get 3 of a kind. Kings. There's, I mean, 3 of a kind kings, 3 of a kind 7s, 9s, 8s, queens, kings. It shouldn't be too difficult. But if it's that easy to make 3 of a kind, maybe we should dream a little bigger. Tom Hardy in Inception, am I right? And go with full houses instead. Or we could always go with the classic 4 of a kind, even 5 of a kind build if we manage to make it work. You know me, I'm a green joker, Andrew. And I'm not afraid who knows it. I'm going to save my money for now. I think we got a good thing going. So what do? You can be mad about it if you want. Green Joker is like my favorite way to play the game. So, I mean, if you got an issue, here's a tissue as far as I'm concerned. We're not adding too much mult here. I want to be careful. Honestly, although we could play a full house, I think I'd rather keep the option to play 2 3 of a kinds just to get that 12 mult bonus. Okay, so we could have added 1 extra mult there. That's on me. And our econ is admittedly in a tight spot. Eternal half joker, I will not take. Eternal card sharp, I almost think like that right there might be the decision that like makes or breaks the run, in my opinion, because we will have a very realistic chance to play 3 of a kind 2 times. We'll play it once first. See where we stay. It'll probably give us, it gave us just enough, but we had it just in case. I really think like we're thinking strategically for the first time in my life. With 6 8s, I just honestly, like maybe this is foolhardy. I just really like the concept of 8-ball as a joker. And like I would love to see it work for us and do great things. Let's see if we can get some tarot cards out of it. It's like it was supposed to be like a 50% chance, and they told me to die, basically. We should, in my opinion, I don't like to lose, like for no reason. So let's just start with 1 3 of a kind, in the hopes that we could play 5 7s, 4 kings. You know what? Let's just play a pair of kings then and keep the 7s. In the hopes that if we need to, we could play a pair of 7s or 3 7s and get out of this thanks to Card Sharp. I think Card Sharp's going to be a big help, bro. So, what do we need? Overstock's fine. Truth be told, 1 Econ Joker, and then like, I mean, this is probably obvious, but just a way... Oh, you can't discard, bro. A way to replace the effect of Zany Joker with a greater effect than a conditional 12 mult, because that's not really like worth that much at all. So this is an interesting test. We still got no payout, which apparently is normal. But I was hoping that like Card Sharp would take us over the edge. But hey, we're still chilling. I'm telling you, 3 of a kinds are going to be easy enough. We just need to get the econ off the ground. Sure, like there's something to like about Sock and Buskin, but we need the economics to be correct at all times first. Let's start with 3 of a kind. 3 of a kind is very nice. It's a very nice setup. We'll play a high card to increment mult. We'll play a pair of aces, and you're gonna hook me up on this one. I know you're not gonna screw me. You're good for it. You're good for it. Now we could play 4 of a kind, but I think we play 3 of a kind because card sharp will trigger as we've already done it before. All right, things are getting a little delicate. You know what would a stealth upgrade that would hit the spot right now? Chips, sure. That's a big one because we can't discard. I was gonna say hand size. I see the vision in both of these. Blue Joker's like a little bit more consistent, I think. So I kind of hate that it's eternal, but I'm the kind of beast that like prefers not to die in these games. So like just having something that's a nice little chip injection early on seems fantastic to me. Good. I didn't want to get too good too fast. I'll tell you what I'll do here. I'm an idiot. First off, we won, so it doesn't matter, but I was trying to play an 8 to get a tarot card to pop. Which, at this point, one day it may. You may mock me, you may pull down my pants and accidentally pull down my underwear at the same time, and now I'm showing my bare butt in 9th grade gym class, and I'm looking around to see if anybody saw. Everybody's pretending not to have seen. I'm like, is that even worse than if they were pointing and laughing? I don't know. In spite of that, I persevere, okay? I persevere. We get 2,500 points on an absolutely horrendous hand. There must be something wrong. You know what? No. There's something wrong with society. There's nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with all of you. What do you mean by this, NL? What I mean is, I was like, why am I so obsessed with like 8-ball, Vagabond? Like these jokers that don't actually seem to provide me with like that much benefit, and I'm keeping 8-ball, which is insane, I know. I think that the reason is that they're fun, and playing video games should be fun. Now, I'm not gonna blow smoke up your whatever. Winning is also fun. And like, it would probably be more fun, like hypothetically, if it was possible for this Joker to actually do anything. But like, I have a bias towards Jokers that are fun to use. And there's no doubt about it. Like 8-ball, even Space Joker, Vagabond, stuff like that. Those are fun Jokers to use. They're easy to use. They're easy to understand. We should probably be buying Venuses. I will say, like, we have, in my personal opinion, I think we have like a garbage deck. And I think it scales horrendously. And may God have mercy on our soul once we get into these like harder antes. Like Card Sharp's awesome. Green Joker's amazing. Pretty much everything else that we have that's not eternal can go. So let's start. We got 30 bucks. The econ is correct at all times. Let's get a little bit more money because I'm going to buy this. -1 ante gives us more time to scale. Do we have scaling Jokers? No. Next question, please. You guys are both horrendous as far as I'm concerned. We go next. Come on. Come on, man. Hook me up. Give me some 8s that pay out. You're going to make me do it, huh? You're going to make me play 8-5? We finally... I don't believe it. I don't believe it, man. A tarot card? Vagabond is like, look at what they have to do to mimic even a fraction of our power. Now, how about some, like, dynamite cards? That's a great card. This is a good card in an erratic deck like this. Sure. And a spectral pack is mighty tempting, I'll admit. Like, we need something to shake it up here. And honestly, as much as, like, incantation can be great, I think a blue seal that could pay out with, like, Venuses on the regular would be nice. It's just harder for us to get because we can't reroll, but... Or, sorry, we can't discard. We can, and we probably will be forced to at some point, but you gotta be very delicate about it. So let's not win too early, maybe. These extra mults, they matter a lot. 5 of a kind, huh? 5 of a kind? I wish I'd played it. I honestly didn't think a single 8 was going to get us over the line, but... Permanently gaining +1. I mean, that's amazing. I don't think we want throwback, because throwback and Green Joker don't work nicely together. Mega Celestial for Venuses? Yeah, okay, it is a planet. I've heard. No offense, Pluto. No offense. We'll make Mercury better. We could be planet maxing like 3 of a kind right now. I'm in my planet maxing era. I'm so telescope coded. And so on and so forth. I'll take Mars just in case. Girls go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Boys go to Mars. Bars. Try it. Emperor card. Okay, all of a sudden my faith no longer looks so misplaced. Am I crazy, or does my faith no longer look so misplaced? I feel like my faith looks a little bit more, a little saner than it used to. I'm starting to be the smartest guy in the room by accident, I think. Hang on. This should win for us. I've made a mistake. I should have played slower. Another weird path to victory for us might actually be just buying, like, standard packs. I mean... This is beautiful for so many reasons. We can put you on Green Joker to double our mult. We can put you here when we play 8s to create more tarot cards. More chips, very much multing our mult. That's like a beautiful setup, man. I gotta get my econ going again because it was $10, but holy. Okay, so we're playing 8s. Welcome to the party, pal. I'll play 2 pair on this just to basically discard more cards. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. You should come back here. Hierophant on cards that are most likely... And let me just take a peek at our deck. Our deck is not very clubs focused. If we could cut diamonds into clubs, that might be for the best, but it's a very minor part of our life, I think. Obviously, we could play a flush, but I don't think that's the play. I think the play is... I'm sorry to do this to my 8, but I think the play is this, because we really want to win on a 3 of a kind in order to get the blue seal to pay out with a, oh, the foil did it. We wanted it to pay out with Venus. Like, Mercury is simply put not what we're looking for. Life goes on, but... Okay, $23, let's save a little bit, although we need 100,000 points. That's a little spicy. I would... A bit crazy. I think this is a discard, bro. Sorry to do it to you, Green Joker. And I think you probably discard again. We really need to get our 3 of a kinds out there as soon as possible. I appreciate this a great deal. So you here or here? 72 chips, 36 extra mult. I think you go chips first, unless I'm crazy. And then, okay, go try this on for size. You shouldn't play 2, you should play this. We should get there. I know it looks a little rough right now. That's 10,000 points. This, hi Tomo, this is where it's supposed to take us to the moon. Moon status achieved, I would say. We will survive, and that was a little spicy, but we get there. Now, can we keep scaling? Yes, but we may need a little extra help, more than I had originally anticipated. Hello, Tomo. How about some good cards in a standard pack? How many jacks? 1 jack? I mean, I actually don't mind just throwing like a stone card in here. We saw how valuable those chips could be when they accidentally screwed us before. Venus is exactly what we're looking for. I think we want to see more blue seals, to be honest, but... that comes down to draw. Like, we don't have that much control over that. Beautiful. Now, we're not doing anything with our diamonds, unfortunately. You should move back here. That was 9,000 points. That was horrible. It was heinous. It was horrendous. Okay. Duly noted. Never mind. It's okay. Everything's fine. You go back here. Play this. Obviously, we want to play more 3 of a kinds. We're just kind of like our hands are tied because we can't discard that much, but it's an interest. You got to admit, it's led to an interesting run in spite of the Green Joker, which sometimes people, I would say, unfairly malign as a little bit boring just because it is. Now, foil 8, crazy. We have 1 4. I'm not going to be taking a foil 4. We have 4 10s. I will take a polychrome 10. You got to be careful with what we're adding here, but kings are givens. Okay, it's very nice. How are we looking on 9s? 4 9s remaining. I'm not a discard-based Andrew. It's just the way of the world, man. I gotta play my hands and trust the process a little bit here. Now, this is what we wanted to see. 3 of a kind 8s with the foil boy. We're not even stressing that. How's spades? We have the most spades of anything. Diamonds and hearts. Diamonds and hearts or clubs. Okay. Become spades. We are going to do this. I'm just thinking this should be good. We could obviously multiply stuff by 9. I guess we don't want to win too fast, but we also don't want to like lose. All right, it doesn't matter. I have a hard time imagining us getting to like the 1,000,000 points we might need, but like I might be wrong. The lad. I probably shouldn't do this, because like it's hard enough for us to draw what we're looking for, but... And I gotta acknowledge, Blackboard. I disrespected, and without being able to discard, obviously we have like, there's problems, but like this should make our mult grow by ×3. Only getting 1 card kind of sucks, but it being an emperor is kind of amazing. So let's make a... We don't have a lot of aces, right? We got 2 aces. Hang on. I want to see... Do we want to make things clubs? I guess we do. We want to make red cards into other cards so that Blackboard can pop. But what I don't want to do... accidentally is make a king into a stone. Let's just play this for now and just see what we're looking at. King. Like, am I crazy to think that like no matter what we draw, we're loving life? You're not crazy. You're the sanest man that's ever existed. Hemomancer. I've been having my problems with Hemomancer lately. That's all I'm trying to say. I think that we can make Blackboard work. I don't think we need to mess with it. If anything, I think we're in our like optimization era, and it's not gonna last forever. But like, what would I do here? I would probably turn a red card into stone so that we can play it and enable Vagabond more easily. Similarly, we're like very low jacked here, right? So why don't you become a king? Yes, it's a purple seal king. Don't worry about the opportunity cost. We'll just be happy to play easy 3 of a kinds if we can. We'll stay Venus maxing. It's level 5, so maxing might be a stretch, but you can see the vision at the very least. I think you can play a pair of 5s knowing that you're gonna get a good Blackboard payout. 71,000 points. Hang on. The man has cracked the code. Don't play this king, because I don't want us to win too early. We can have more chances to... Yeah, he's a genius, man! Okay. I don't want any more tarot cards right now. So let's just win. And we can use Hanged Man and Fool on like an Arcana pack to thin our deck to make Blackboard even more likely to pop out and 3 of a kinds easier to get with no discards. Okay, we only got Celestial packs, but I'm not going to cry over that. As long as we see hands we can actually play, predominantly 3 of a kind, please. It's all right. To get a Venus for $10 is expensive, but it's the cost of doing business in today's workaday world. We're not getting a Spectral. I got a game plan, man. Cutting 7s sucks. In that case, don't cut them. Play... We have to play a king to make this work. Hang on. You don't really want to play a king. Fool card gives us Venus. I mean, that's really good. That might be more valuable than cutting 2 cards. 2 extra cards, I should say. But cutting 2 cards is more fun. You ever think about that? I mean, cutting a king is like... It feels psychotic. Really, a king and a 7? Just to make kings and 7s like more likely to draw in the future? That seems stupid, man. That seems insanely dumb. So what do? Throw Dookie at it. You throw Dookie at it, you don't even worry about this first hand. You just embrace that it's going to give you like 9,000 points or whatever, 19,000. Okay, that's better than I thought, honestly. We're trying to cut like unpaired red cards, of which there should still be, you know, like at least a handful in the deck. I would play 9s. And things are getting a little hot here, but like we got hand space to work with, okay? So on this one, I think you got to acknowledge that like the time is right to get some score. That was too good. I made the hand too good. I'm sorry. That's my mistake. Show me what a standard pack looks like in today's modern ecosystem. And I mean, Cherry has got some value, but we can't really hold. I'd rather keep Hanged Man and Fool. I'm telling you, they're going to work. I can't promise that to you yet, but I believe it myself. So like, give me 3 of a kind, and just you go here for now, because Blackboard's not working anyway. We draw 3 cards. 4 can be killed. And I think just settle for killing the ace as well. And then pop the Fool card. Keep the deck thinning. Watch this. Here's a play for you. Good one. Here's a play for you. I know. I understand the risks, okay? I'm also just going to cough this out 1 second. We're so back. We're not so back. 1 second. We're so back. Okay. Now, I don't want to play a full house. I feel like an insane person doing this, but like, I recognize you're going to say this is evil. You're cutting one of your best cards. I know. There's a vision. You can say the vision is bad, and you can be right about saying the vision is bad, okay? But I gotta march to the beat of my own drum here. We're on ante-8 on the erratic deck with a great assortment of jokers, and I'm feeling fantastic. I'm feeling very nice indeed. Just let me do it, okay? Let me do it. More cards becoming clubs. Very important for enabling Blackboard, which is like our win condition, I think. More cards becoming clubs. Same process. We don't have to make flushes. We just don't want to see red cards in our hand. 1 card is always forced to be selected. Interesting. It is interesting. This would be an amazing time. That was actually like a pretty decent hand. This would be an amazing time to get a Venus, and we are going to do so just by doing this. You, though, hang on. You might as well become a club. I don't care to mess with our clubs and spades ratio here. You should become a club for the future. You never know. I am an idiot. I thought that would clear easily, and so I didn't even move my joker. This is probably going to win for us then. That's another mistake, because we would be better off at least playing the 8. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. You know what? They hooked us up. I appreciate that. Now, how about just some cards that fit the bill? Those do not fit the bill. We're spending now, because honestly, like, forget Endless, bro. If I can get through ante-8, it would be a dream come true as far as I'm concerned. Great start. Throw this. Put a little support on Blackboard there. 212,000 points right off the jump. Follow it up with one of these. Worth a try. Follow it up with a pair of queens. Handful of peas. I know, why not put the blueprint on Blackboard? We don't really want to win. We did, so obviously what I'm about to say is for naught, but we didn't really want to win that early. The longer we can go with Green Joker popping, the happier we're going to be. I'm going to go High Priestess on this one. It was a waste. I was really fishing for Venus or maybe Mercury, but like, I'm not turning 1 card to a different suit. Like, that's crazy talk. Okay, forces 1 card to always be selected. You being selected, I mean, ain't nothing but a peanut as far as I'm concerned. I would happily, there's other ways to do this. I would happily play 10-7. As 87,000 points. Bit of an insane play here, don't get me wrong. But check it out. I would happily play 999 as a result of our death card. Yeah, we nuked a much better card to make it happen. No doubt about that. And then, I mean, read him and weep, buddy. Read him and weep. Can you believe it? Purple Stake erratic deck done. Now, I would, listen, we're 25 minutes in here. It's been a while since I've had a win. This feels nice. Erratic deck's probably not the hardest deck to win with, but it's a little bit out of the pocket Balatro. You gotta use your thinking cap. Actually, we're more likely to play you, so let's take this. Now, place your bets. Where do we go? I feel like ante 9 is a given. Like, we're doing just fine. Ante 10, when you really start to have to pop off, that's where things maybe start to strike me as being a little bit scary. We kept a red card in hand for no reason. As your attorney, I can't really advise that. Crazy to say it, but I think we're in discard territory. A world card. I would say it's well worth going down one mult. I was kind of hoping to get like an easier 3 of a kind, but we can... I mean, I talked a lot of smack here about ante 9. I would prefer if you didn't, like, kill me, but we'll see. Some tarot cards could always hit the spot. Another moon card, fantastic. You're too good to me. Listen, again, a little spooky, a little risky. But I'm 8-maxing, bro. Leave me alone. I'm in my Ocho era. That's got a sting. How about you come here, 11 kings left in the deck. I would say that's well worth it. In this house, that's worth it. And finally, we will get a Venus out of the blue seal. The dream has come true. I'm proud of us, honestly. This is not my deck. Bro, I know you're going to say, why not take the trio? The reason I'm not going to take the trio, because, I mean, the only Joker that realistically I could sell is Blackboard. Because, like, you're all of our flat mults. You can be anything we want, and you're negative, and then you two are eternal. This is *3 mult in almost every situation we want. This is *3 mult in a unique situation that we have to finesse. Blackboard does it better. I'm sorry to say it. But I'm not sorry, because it's true. It's the honest-to-goodness truth of it. We don't need the discard. Like, ideally, we'd prefer not even to use the discard. We'll save our money for now. Another moon card definitely hits the spot. Driver's license. The only thing I would say about driver's license is that it's, by the same logic as Blackboard, it would clear as Blackboard clearing trio, driver's license would clear Blackboard, but we don't hit the conditions, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about all of that. I'm going to start with, sorry to my 8, but I'm going to start with this. 81,000 ain't nothing but a peanut. I know I could draw 3 7s, but I know what I'm doing. I know it sounds like something you would say if you don't know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing, man. I know what I'm doing. I'm even discarding on occasion. I know it's a little silly. If anything, we're going to win. I was going to say I'd rather not win too early, but I think this probably gets... Oh, it doesn't even get us close. What do I know? This should be good. Are we worried about losing? It's amazing how quickly you go from, like... I don't want to win too early to... I think we might have lost this one. No. It's all about... The blueprint placement is like plus or minus 500,000 points right now. If you can keep that under control, then you can do anything. I would say Hermit again. I would say a Chariot card to have and to hold in sickness and in health. Would be nice. Pairs and 3 of a kinds and mares eat oats and does eat oats. Little lambs here eat frickin' ivy, but you don't hear me complaining about it. A kid'll eat ivy too, wouldn't you? How about something like this? Getting none tarot cards is like it's an extreme slap in the face. So we're playing our cards we're least likely to draw pairs in. No disrespect to 3. I'm keeping you because you're steel. Similarly, 3 of a kind is such an important play for us that we're just gonna hold as it stands right now. Okay, we do this, this, this. Could easily get a Venus out of this. That's not a freaking... That wasn't a king, bro. It's okay, we still get there. We still get there. Mercury! Alan Jackson was onto something, man. He really is going to buy him a Mercury and cruise it up and down the road. Okay, wait, like this run is doing better than I honestly thought it would be at this point even. Like ante-10, I feel like we have a realistic... I feel like we have a realistic chance at it, even though our deck is kind of fuzzy and unfocused. At some point, maybe we pivot to even 4 of a kinds. Now, Stuntman is crazy. I just don't think we can do it, man. Like, every Joker that we have right now is so foundational to our survival. Now, we're burning pairs early, but, like, one of the reasons that I'm burning them is honestly that, like, they're almost as good as 3 of a kinds. Maybe not almost as good, but considering we're unlikely to use our discards to begin with, I think you can see the vision. Like, let's see what this looks like. That's 543,000 points. I kind of see what you're saying now. You're saying, NL, you gotta play something better. You gotta fish for those 3 of a kinds. I'm not eager to use my discards, okay? But if we gotta, we got to. Play these, and then this should be ×3. I think we live, right? No, not even close. All right, but still, good run. I had a great time. I hope you did as well. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll see you next time. We did it. I'm gonna do erratic deck again. I'm in the mood.